Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3 of The Rise of the Tomb Raider. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I am doing my best. I know it's a little quiet and it's been a little slow because we haven't gotten that far into the game, but I hope you stick around. If you guys are enjoying, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're really enjoying it and you want to stick around, definitely hit the subscribe button. I'm always ready to hear your guys' comments and anything you guys are looking forward to or anything you guys would like to see in the future. So we're gonna just go ahead and jump right into this.
Found another camp up here. Fire was still warm.
We
They
could
can't
definitely
be
listen.
far. Over.
But I'm just gonna kill
Comms are
him.
still spotty, so stay in close. We need to find them before they can organize another raid.
He already dead. Like he don't
Command,
hear you.
we're fanning out to pick up the trail.
Roger that, but it looks like they've retreated. Primary objective is to find the missing
Down he go. They don't really have a crouch button in this game. You kind of just have to swerve into the grass, and I mean when there's an enemy nearby, it'll like duck you down, but...
Shit. Spread the word. The natives set snares in the clearing. They must have planned for us to pursue. God.
Oh, another objective. Objection? Okay. Objective. Now, it's definitely easier if you guys go ahead and hit your survival button. As you can see, that guy there is yellow, and this guy over here is red. Because he is red, that means that there is somebody there, and it can see him. And so, enemies will be alerted when he dies. Whereas that guy just shot him. He's fine. Nobody's gonna go looking, nothing like that. They might get a little curious about the noise and start walking over there themselves, but doubtful.
Get on the radio and see if you can raise the facility. Last signal we got said they were under attack.
You guys down? Poison smoke bomb. And then let's see if I can hit that guy from here without causing too much drama. Like I said, this wasn't here before, so we're gonna just go ahead and pick that up.
We're gearing up. I was on the first flight to Siberia to secure the old Soviet installation now. More are arriving every minute. Konstantin gave a speech to the new boots, and I stayed in the back to watch. Love hearing him speak. Never gets old. I was never much for believing, but it was just words before. This is something more. It's truth. I was broken once. But Trinity is making us whole again. Giving us a purpose. A new world awaits. Even those who don't believe will have a part to play.
Alrighty. Like I said before, guys, if you are enjoying listening to those kinds of things, definitely let me know. And if you're like, nah, just get on with the game, I'm definitely okay with just going and collecting those things on my own time. I'm not a really big completionist, but if there's a possibility that I can, I try to. Jump over the snow piles because you move slower. Alright, there, we get it. Grab some more of these suckers because I know I'm gonna need them. And into the cave we go. Pick up some of these just because, again, probably gonna need them for this fight.
Too cramped to fight. Better to draw it out.
Oh, terrified thought.
Got some time.
Run. bears come running at you, you run. Got stuck, help. Quick, make those more of those again. Run away from the giant bear paws. Fuck. Roll, roll. Quick. Down you go. That was a close one. Obviously, if it wasn't already kind of known to you, all that blood spot up there is basically saying that I am losing my life because I suck. Just kidding. But that is just telling us, hey, you're dying. Alrighty. Like usual, we can just go ahead and start collecting some of this extra stuff. I personally don't think you can collect too much stuff. You know, you want to make sure that you always have enough stuff to heal yourself. You want to make sure you have enough stuff to upgrade your equipment. And then we're going to just go back where we started. And if you remember, there was also an artifact in here. Plus, I want those mushrooms. More collect stuff. This. Lucky we get an extra hide for those.
The fugitive prophet has crossed out of the Empire and now turns north. I'm now in unfamiliar territory. The Order of Trinity was clear. I am to pursue the false prophet and his adherents to the ends of the earth and wash away his heresy. But I believed I could overtake him months ago. Still, he eludes me. He crosses Khazar land and across the Caucasus Mountains. Here, I'm at a disadvantage. I speak a dozen tongues of the Empire, but in the hinterlands, I'm often left to communicate with little more than a sword. The prophet, it seems, speaks every language, as if he were born to them.
Okay. Alright, let's open this strong box. Coolio. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and head in here. Down we go. So beautiful. Whatever kind of art style or whatever this is, their whole glacier effect that they did is so good. So beautiful. Not very stable though.
Damn it!
So, and then this is a way that if we wanted to climb back up, collect some collectibles. I don't know if there's anything up there right now, actually. You can go ahead and take a look, but... Oh, hey, would you look at that?
He's passed through the lands of the Rus. I cannot shake the feeling that he's taunting me, waiting until I'm a day's ride away before moving on. I will not be home before the winter, as I hoped. I've stopped at a small village by a glassy lake they called Svetloyar. The prophet spoke here, and now the villagers refuse me lodging. I slept on the banks of the lake, where a young man bearing a crude version prophet's icon tried to kill me as I dozed. I made an example of him, and now the people fix me with the evil eye, spit at me as I pass. I must move on soon. His sickness spreads.
They're always so, like, cynical, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, you do you, dude, but, like, maybe chill a little.
Shit. That's gonna be cold.
Well, yeah, it's cold water. Were you expecting a sauna?
An arrowhead carved from bone. This looks like Mongol craftsmanship. This was a whistling arrow. Mongol archers would fire these over their enemies to frighten and confuse them.
See, I actually really like these little bits of information. I'm really glad they like stuck that in as a part of her being an archaeologist. That she actually knows facts, and like when she finds something like that, she can like tell you about it.
A paisa, a sort of passport. Whoever held this spoke with the authority of the Mongol Empire. It reads, "By the power of eternal heaven and order of the Empire, whoever does not show respect will be guilty of an offense."
Alrighty. And then of course here is a fun little campfire. I recommend that you go sit at all of these. I feel like if you don't sit at it, you don't get the fast travel point. Not positive about that one, but definitely want to try to upgrade as much as you can. You're definitely going to want as many bigger pouches as you can get, because you are going to want to be able to hold a lot of equipment. A lot of this game is based on the hunting because you get pelts and stuff from animals, so that's very helpful. Not as many animals as some other games, but... And we are coming up on our first optional challenge tomb. These are tombs that you don't really have to do, but you get extra skills and such out of them, so I definitely recommend them.
How the hell did it get down here?
Not to mention they look cool as crap.
It's Mongolian. They passed through here. I must be close to the lost city.
I'm not gonna lie, I've played Stick of Truth, and every time I hear Mongolian, I hear the very, very bad, big accent from the Stick of Truth. I am gonna go back down. I was just gonna go this way and see if there was a collectible.
A Byzantine brooch. The enamel work is beautiful. This portrait has been defaced. It looks like it was depicting the Prophet. They must have had to hide their faith.
Scary. Alright, so we're gonna go back down and do that optional. about
something
that.
up there.
When you game and your boyfriend streams and, you know, he dies. Not always great. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Grab that. Can't go anywhere that way.
The Maria Adula is trapped. The ice gave way. Her spine snapped in two. No matter. While I hope to wield her cannons against the false prophet, we will continue on foot. I have 6 of the Order of Trinity's best, and we have been stockpiling food and supplies while the sailors starved. They do not know it yet, but they will give their life for the cause. My men and I will find our way out of these icy caves and continue on foot. Before the ship was swallowed by the ice to the south, we heard music. That will be our first stop. But first I must rest. The cold has sunk into my bones, and I am drowsy. Just a little sleep.
Okay then. Alright, first try. I have a tendency to have really bad aim and miss these.
Yes, that
Did it? Got it.
Got it. Now to find out what's up there.
Yeah, but how do I... Grab the edge? Oh, okay. Alright.
Look at all this. Why were they carrying so much wealth with them?
That is an excellent question. Nope, grab this one.
It's done. We'll die here, thanks to Coraldus and the madness of the Order of Trinity. My ship will never see water again. We entered the glacial sea too far into the winter. Would have been turned back, but Coraldus would not abandon this lost prophet. He and his dead-eyed warriors seized control. He forced the ship through shallow tributaries until we could go no further. Then he made my crew construct sled runners, and the bastard forced us to tow the ship over land. It was death and excommunication to deny him. But it was death either way. I will make sure he dies here, with us. I've always kept a little poison at the ready, in case the ship was taken. Now, it has another use.
Mm-hmm. Totally didn't see that there until I just looked up.
This codex details the archery techniques of the foes of the Byzantine Empire.
Yay! And you see that's where we dropped down at, and we didn't have any other... I think we didn't have any other collectibles besides that, so... Go us.
Madman continues on. I do not know what drives him. We pass through frozen mountains at the edge of the world as people are dying. Every day, I pass graves or bodies left along the faint trail. I have grown thin and hard, but I am close now. My horse is dead. The mare that had been with me since the campaigns against the Bulgars. I butchered her and carried the meat on my back. But I am so close. I can hear them singing just over the ridge. A joyous sound on the wind. Our prophet will be dead within the week. And I will return to the Order of Trinity, triumphant. Just one more day, and I will be upon him.
Alrighty. Okay.
I'm not your enemy.
That remains to be seen. You killed those men back there.
I killed them to survive. I suspect you did too. How long have they been here?
Days, at most. The invaders took many of my people prisoner. You should leave this place before it's too late.
I can't do that. I came here for something important.
So did they. If I see you again, I'll put an arrow in your throat.
You and I are on the same side. I hope I can prove that to you. What's going on down there?
Super aggressive, but okay.
So, There are people who live out here, and they appear to have been here for a very long time, living in isolation for decades, maybe even centuries. I notice elements of her dress, small adornments that would not have been out of place in the Byzantine Empire. Could they possibly be descendants of the Prophet's people? How much do they know about the Lost City or the Divine Source? It's clear Trinity will do anything to find out. I'm afraid that whoever they are, they're in grave danger. Let's hope the old proverb about the enemy of my enemy remains true.
Alright guys, so we made it to through that part. I'm gonna call it quits here. If you're liking this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and like it. And if you guys are enjoying the series that I'm starting so far, definitely subscribe. If you guys have anything you would like to recommend or any, questions or anything like that, definitely feel free to leave a comment. And I hope you guys will come back for the next video. Alright, see ya. Bye.